good, Shellitronnn here. You can call me Shells, and I'm back again with a brand new video. And I'm gonna keep it a Bowberry biscuit. I can smell Cap from 3.1 kilometers away. And these pair of tweets I'm about to show y'all here in a second came from much closer. I wanna go ahead and get straight into it because y'all need to know exactly what's going on in the heads of these sports media members and exactly what they think is going on in y'all's heads right now as we speak. These boys in the media think we're stupid. We have to go ahead and break these down. Throw this first tweet right here from Ian Rappaport. He says, following the trade for Sam Darnold, the Panthers spoke with quarterback Teddy Bridgewater and allowed him the opportunity to talk with teams to potentially facilitate a trade. Sources say Carolina is open to Bridgewater returning, but will give him a chance to have a say in his future. Now, first off, it sounds very familiar, right? And it should sound very familiar because we were going through this same exact scenario about, 2 years ago with Cam? No, wait, that was actually last year with Cam, where we said we're going to allow him to seek a trade. And it's not like this Sam Darnold news came out of the blue, like one day the idea popped in their head to say, let's go ahead and trade for Sam Darnold. And the very next day they did it. This was a plan in place for probably several weeks, maybe even a month. So the Panthers knew that they were probably going to get rid of Teddy at some point, and they were looking for trade partners, probably could not get it to happen, and now they're allowing Teddy to look for trade partners. And the second part of the tweet saying, Carolina is open to Bridgewater returning? That's not telling the whole truth. I'm sure we are open to Teddy returning to the team if he takes a massive pay cut. We cannot pay Sam Darnold and Teddy Bridgewater in this season. It makes no sense whatsoever. You cannot have a $20 million quarterback sitting on your bench in the same way that you cannot spend 3 picks on a quarterback and not play him. We only have Sam Darnold for this year, and if we pick up his 5th year option, which will probably be around that $20 million mark itself, since it's the average of the top 10 quarterbacks contracts in 2022. So it's going to be a little more expensive than what we're thinking right now. But either way, with Teddy on the books, we cannot pay him $20 million to sit on the bench. So what's probably going to happen is we have to trade him or bring him back if he wants to get a pay cut. But if you're Teddy, why would you do anything? There's not really all that many teams that I can think of, at least, that really would want Teddy Bridgewater. Because the question is, why would they? They saw what Teddy did on the Saints, on a pretty damn stacked team. Let's be real about that. They did win those games with Teddy. But are we going to say that Teddy carried those games? Probably not, right? And then we saw what Teddy did in a system that was made for him. Now, I will say COVID, no minicamp, training camp, no preseason. The offense was installed over Zoom. You didn't really have workouts and whatnot. It is what it is. We understand that. But the offense and the defense all played well enough to get the offense back on the field with a chance to win games at the end of the 4th quarter. It wasn't like 30-second drives from the 20. It was like a full 2-3 minute drive you could get down and actually score to win games. And Teddy could not win those games. Now, I'm not saying Teddy should have won all of them, but if he had won half of those games in those situations, even letting go of the ones that were 8-point games, we had to score and get a 2-point conversion, and go to overtime, and hope you get the ball, and hope you score again. Even keeping those games out of it, you win half those games, we are actually a team with an even record. We don't have a losing record this year. That's what Teddy Bridgewater was. We can talk about system and whatnot, and time management, Rev Rule, Joe Brady, whatever you want to talk about. But teams around the league all understood what they saw from Teddy last year. And then add the $20 million on top of that. If he wants to get traded somewhere, he's going to have to take less money because no one's going to want him. You can't bring on and trade for Teddy Bridgewater with a contract that has $20 million this year. I think even more in the upcoming season. And then you have to, you're going to have him for 2 years? What are you going to trade for him? At this point, it would take us moving picks, giving other teams a pick or two to take Teddy Bridgewater and his contract away from us. And that's real tough. You're going to give up picks for a quarterback like Sam Darnold and then give up more picks to trade away Teddy Bridgewater so his cap hit doesn't hit you so hard. But the weirdness don't stop there, man. Throw up this tweet right here from Pro Football Talk. It says, multiple teams are reportedly interested in trading for Teddy Bridgewater. Word. Which ones? No, let me know. Which ones? Multiple teams? Does multiple mean 2? Does multiple mean 1.5? Is that what Vegas has the line set at? This to me stinks like the Panthers putting something out there saying, ooh, we have a lot of feelers out for Teddy Bridgewater. There's quite a few teams looking for Teddy Bridgewater's services this year. Who was looking for Teddy Bridgewater's services? Broncos? Maybe. Niners? Maybe. But they got their own problems with cap room and whatnot. The Patriots? Maybe you see Cam and Teddy duke it out, see who could be the starter quarterback there. That'd be interesting right there, right? I mean, the game we have against the Patriots would be a banger. If they had both Cam and Teddy, they gonna start running 2 quarterback sets. It's gonna be a college offense against us. It's gonna be a revenge game, a double revenge game, a vendetta game. Those are the only teams I really see having a shot. Maybe the Washington team, but honestly, probably not. Probably not there either. They have Ryan Fitz, who I think is way better than Teddy. The only other team I can think about really being that desperate for a quarterback is maybe the Bears. Maybe the Bears, but I don't think they're that dumb at this point or even that desperate. Are those teams interested in picking up Teddy because they want Teddy Bridgewater? Or are those teams interested in getting Teddy Bridgewater because they know we have to give them picks for them to take Teddy's huge cap hit? And I only say huge because Teddy really is not worth that $20 million hit. Now, is it possible that all Teddy needs is a change of scenery? Maybe. Is it possible Teddy needs just another offseason to have, minicamp, training camp, preseason, and he'll be good? Maybe. That could be the case. But as it stands right now, I just don't think any of those teams would be willing to trade for a quarterback and not expect compensation from us on the back end to take that cap hit. Now, if Teddy does decide to go ahead and take a pay cut, then all bets are off. Maybe these teams would want to pick him up. But that seems like a lot of favors that Teddy's doing us just to leave. If I'm Teddy and no one's want to pick me up, I'm like, look, I'm on the books for $20 million right now. Why would I want to? I mean, I could go and look to maybe start for who? The Niners? Maybe. But I'm making $20 million here. You want me to go take $8 million to move across the country? I mean, hell, you got to pay me one way. Yeah, I don't know. $20 million right here, sitting pretty? You got to convince me. You got to convince me to get up off this $20 million. You got to convince me real quickly to come up off this $20 million. You can cut me if you want, but you got a lot of dead money on the back end. I don't know if you want to do all that, boss, but if that's how you want to move, then y'all can go ahead and move that way, and I can choose where I go, and you do not get any compensation for me leaving. I don't want to say that Teddy has all the leverage here, but if he decides he's cool with collecting a check over going somewhere to compete and play, then he has all the power. Now, when it comes to multiple teams reportedly being interested in trading for him, I need to see names. And I haven't seen a single name yet. There's some names we can assume, some teams that do need quarterbacks, but just how much do I believe that those teams are willing to trust and pick up Teddy Bridgewater? I don't know. Now, look, I know it's the pot calling the kettle black because we just traded 3 picks for Sam Darnold, okay? We just picked up the Darnold, okay? The Panthers got the Darnold. So I understand how weird it sounds for me to say other teams aren't going to trade for Teddy Bridgewater. I understand. Look, I get it. But what the Darnold went through in New York is a little bit different than what Teddy was going through here. Just a little bit, a little bit different. All I'm asking is to see which of these teams in the NFL, it's 31 other teams, which teams are interested in trading for Teddy Bridgewater, and are they going to trade for him? Or are they just trying to get him on their team so that we have to give them more picks so they eat up all that cap? That's a real tough parting gift that Marty gave us on his way out. So I got to see about it, man. Teddy, it's going to be all about whether or not he prefers to get more money or compete. Sheesh. You tell me to turn down $20 million and go make 8 or maybe even 5. I don't know about it. I don't know about it, my brother. We got to figure something out. If I'm Teddy, we got to figure something out. If I'm the Panthers, I'm trying everything to get him up out of here. But we'll have to see about it because I'm not convinced. This seems to me like someone up top, whether it's sports media or maybe even the Panthers front office, putting out these rumors, thinking that we stupid. Like, how many teams are looking at Teddy Bridgewater? Which ones? Which ones looking at Teddy? Oh, you tell me. You tell me which teams are looking to pick up Teddy Bridgewater. And I'll tell you which teams do not have an inkling of a chance to compete this year. That's how I feel about it, man. What are y'all's thoughts about the Teddy trade? Do you think it's real that multiple teams want to pick up Teddy? Do you think they want Teddy? Or do you think they're looking at us saying, okay, well, if they want to get rid of Teddy, then you got to come up off some draft picks so we eat this cap? Or do you think that Teddy can be good in a different system of one of these teams that could use a quarterback right now, like the Niners, like the Bears, like one of these other teams out there right now, maybe even the Patriots? Y'all let me know all your thoughts in the comments below, and you already know what to do with that like button.
Cheers to you, appreciate the chance. Been told y'all I been the man. Been told y'all I had the gift. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Real ones gonna recommend. Count this as another win.